Hi everyone, welcome back. You are far away from me this time because, well, it may not look like that on video, but I am doing another 4-foot by 5-foot painting. So the other one, my cameras weren't filming. I didn't realize it until like halfway through the video. I was using, it's over there, like a big swipe tool. But for this one, I made sure all my cameras are on and I am going to be doing my biggest deconstructed pearlescent bloom. So I did one swipe. I only have 3 of these canvases. So I did one swipe. I'm doing one deconstructed bloom and I'm going to do one dream cloud. I have mixed up my colors. I will talk to you about those in a second. And I am nervous. I'm trying to regulate my emotions with this one, but I'm going to get started. Let's paint. All right, I have mixed up 3 huge jugs. I don't think I'm gonna need them all, but this, it looks like turquoise blue, honestly, but it has a ton of different colors. So it's got phthalo blue, white, it's got 2 colors that I scraped up off my table, so I don't even know what they were. One was like a green and the other was like a grayish green. And when I mixed it all together, I was like, oh, that color is perfect. But it really does look like turquoise blue a little bit. Okay, so I've got this one. Now, I am gonna mix in some pearlescent paints too. I also debated what colors to use on the inside and how many I should do. There were lots of what ifs in this one. So, all right, got that much done. Now I'm gonna spread this out a little bit. I wanna have enough in the center that when I blow it out, it stretches out. And I don't know if I should do 5 again. I'm gonna have to think about this for a second. Okay, this is good, and then I can always pour the rest around the sides. Oh my gosh, it is so stressful to do paintings this big, and my husband's not here. So I am gonna be doing this one by myself again, which I almost dropped the last one if you saw that video, so. All right. I don't know. I think I want to do 5 again. And I think I'm going to puddle. So I'm going to puddle. Oh my gosh, I'm already about to fall over. I'm going to do all the colors. I'm going to have the pearl and the gold on top. But I think for all the other ones, I'm going to start with a different color in the puddle. So I'll tell you about the colors. So this is yellow gold. Sometimes the yellow next to the purple, like a regular azo yellow, can be too much of a blue undertone. So I thought that this would go well. I have magenta. I have, obviously, my gold. I have some pearlescent colors. I'm using violet, red, green, and blue in the back. I have blue violet. I hope I don't spill all these. I have a little bit of a sky blue light here. Y'all, this is so big. This is like ridiculous. I don't even know can you see me in here? And then I have a turquoise green. So this is my color set. And I think that is it. I also haven't decided if I may use the bigger blow dryer. I haven't really decided any of this yet. When in doubt, I'm gonna torch, so I'll be back. All right, time to I'm gonna put a cup of each, and I'm just gonna kind of swirl them around, I think. I'm like running out of room. You can let me know what's the biggest size canvas that you have ever done. For me, this is it. I've done 4x4, 3x4, 4x4, and 5x4. And that's it. And otherwise, I would need to like order it from a different company or build it myself. I hope these colors show up well on this base. I tried to pick a color that was kind of dark. Oh, I can already, actually I can, as I said that, I can see some of the pearlescent starting to pop up. All of this is gonna get, it doesn't even really matter that much. It's just gonna add a little bit of interest to the background. Okay, phew. Biggest one yet. All right, I am gonna do the same puddles. I want to save my turquoise for the top of one. So maybe I'll do my purple at the bottom of this one. Oh my gosh, this is such a huge cup. I have been making so many paintings over the past few weeks to get ready for Mardi Gras, and it is like you would seriously laugh at me for how messy my studio is right now. Okay, so I've got that. I think I'm gonna do the light blue next, then the magenta, and then maybe the yellow. It'll go well with the gold on top for this one. Let me pop. When I'm doing these bigger cups, it makes a lot more air bubbles in there because I can't get super close down to the canvas. All right. Okay, so I did, oh, I left out the turquoise. Whoops. I don't know, maybe do I do the turquoise at the top of this one? Maybe so. Because that'll create like a little bit of a lime green, which I was debating adding a lime green anyway. Okay, what do I do here? Do I do 2 with this one and then reverse the layering on them? Or do I change up the layering to have a different color in each one? I feel like that's what I should do. Okay, so this next one is going to be magenta as my bottom puddle. And then maybe purple. There's a lot of color, y'all. And then maybe then my light blue. Oh, such a pretty color. Then my turquoise. I'm like feeling pretty proud. I'm like rocking and rolling here. Which means that my yellow, dang, maybe I should have done that. Oh! Okay, so that means that my yellow is going to go on the bottom here. And then I want my turquoise to be closer to the bottom now. And then maybe my magenta. I don't know that I love the, okay, no, that'll make a purple. That's pretty. Okay, so what color do I want to be on top on this one? Do I do purple next or do I leave purple for the top? Maybe I leave purple for the top on this one. Purple on the top. Okay, maybe I do the turquoise because I've got the turquoise basically on the top of almost all the other ones. Oh, I'm gonna have one in the middle. Y'all, I forgot. So I'll be able to layer them different for every single I did not think about that for what color I wanted to be the focal point in the center. Okay. Let me... Okay, so I've got my turquoise. I've got light blue on the bottom here, and the third one here, and the fourth one here. So my light blue should be on top. My purple will go here. So maybe, yeah, I'll do my yellow next. I really feel like I should like write these down first. Okay, then my light blue. Then someone with like pattern recognition, I'm sure has already like, oh, it's going to be this color and you should do it right here. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so light blue is what I'm starting with in the center. And I finished that cup up. I feel like I'm just going to go with magenta. I feel like there's something a little bit off about having the magenta next, but that's okay. Turquoise will be here. Oh, I hope these colors don't go to mud. Okay. I had a little bit of a brain fart, y'all. Just don't mind me. I don't want much purple, actually, because it's right next to that yellow. Oh, I might regret that a lot, actually. Okay, we're just gonna see how it works out. Dang. I just wasn't even thinking. This one in the center, of course, and it's gonna be the most predominant one. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do gold, 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 and that gold is gonna be with the purple too, but you know what? It just is what it is. I'll have to remember what I just said. Okay, so blue is done. Green can go here and here. And violet can go. The violet and the red look very, very similar. This is like so much, y'all. I love that I am literally like talking to you as if you were here. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Going in with the paint, spiraling it on around. And I know I've said it a bunch, but the artist that I first watched do deconstructed blooms was Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. And I just added my little pearlescent touch to it and my little spiral instead of a puddle, but she was the one that first inspired me to do these. I actually did a collaboration with her on a deconstructed bloom a while back. Hope this one turns out okay, y'all. I also haven't done one with white as the... So maybe I'll do a smaller one with white as the activator. Gosh, I feel like this puddle got like really wide. Okay, here we go. This one in the center, I don't know what's going to go on here. Whoops. Spiral on out. Oh my gosh, oh no. Oh no. I'm getting messy, y'all. I'm getting messy. Whew. Okay. All right. These are good. I don't know how this is going to come out. Maybe I shouldn't have done this on the... This is a lot of times when I'm working on big canvases, I will just do it to music because what I'm saying to you are literally my inner thoughts. I still talk it out loud. Okay, got that. I can't believe I have that one line going across there. Oh well, I'll blow it out. Oh boy. Oh no, it's too much black in the center. Are y'all keeping y'all's fingers crossed for me on this one? I would keep my fingers crossed for you. Okay. And then if I need to, I can swipe a little bit after. Whew. All right, I'm gonna give it one more torch and then I'm going to blow this out. Y'all, that was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. I feel like I have too much paint. I don't even know if I need paint towards the edges. I feel like I should just for, but I really don't need it. I definitely have enough paint, but I don't want to have to stretch those out too far. So maybe I'll just dump a tiny little bit at the corners. And then I can save this for the base for another painting. Got a whole big jug of it. All right, here we go. I want to bring it back to the center. Ooh! Down this way. And then over. Meet that paint over there and then off the edge. Oh, I'm gonna lose my whole. Gonna lose the whole bloom. Oh no, my whole bloom. since I'm already, yep, that whole bloom went off the side. All right, we'll figure it out. If it doesn't look like there were 5 blooms, totally okay as well. At this point, I'm just happy it's still on the table. Okay, let me go to down there. Off that side. Oh my goodness, it's so messy. Oh, it's dripping everywhere. Okay. Back up and over. Probably should have come down to that side first, but okay. Okay. This one is super abstract. You're not even going to be able to tell what was a bloom and what wasn't a bloom, really. But that's okay. Okay, okay. Back up. I have a feeling the stretching process would have been about the same with my husband here without him here. No offense, babe. He watches my videos too. Okay. Somehow this got alt. Okay, I want to go up, back this way. Dang, I wish I still had my purple bloom. All right, now that I'm back in the center. Wow, this one is still so pretty. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay. Down. Down first. Over to the side. And then down again. Okay, bring it back, bring it back. Oh, wow, this is pretty. It looks so different on a big canvas. I want to bring that back to the center a little bit. It looks so, gosh, I have paint all over me. It really does look so different on a big canvas. Now, I will say this part in the middle here, this is where it's just kind of all over the place, and I love it. Like, there's so much different stuff to look at it. There's different corners, pockets, motion. I do wish I had held on to the bloom. Like, that bloom stretched out perfect. The purple bloom went off the side. This bloom over here, I'm not like in love with those colors. But overall, this is pretty cool. It's one of those things you just accept it for what it is and see how it dries. I really wish this part came through a little bit more. I wonder if I swipe up through there. Maybe one extra swipe. I have no swipes up there, but I kind of like that. I'm like looking all over the place. I can't even tell where I should be looking at this point. Y'all, I think I'm done. I will say my favorite corner is that corner. I do like the bloom that's in the center. I like that it kind of all mixes back together, but my favorite bloom is over in that corner. I wish the whole thing looked like that. All right. I'm gonna give this some more torches, clean up my sides, and then I'll take you in and then we'll see how this dries. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to just let it dry because there's a glare and you can't really see it that close up. But as I was putting it up off my table, it tilted and it dropped, and look, an entire bloom spilled off onto the ground. This whole bloom that was in this corner is gone, and this bloom stretched out, but this bloom is just so gorgeous. I think I'm just gonna kind of leave it. So we will see. Okay, it's gonna be hard to see, but I don't wanna put it up because I just finished painting. I don't know if I've ruined it yet, but I won't say ruined. I don't know if this is just gonna end up being a learning experience, but I have gone in and painted these solid color portions of just turquoise. And I still have to redo, just kidding. I still have to redo a couple of coats over here. It's a tiny bit raised, but I actually poured this entire section. So originally I painted this whole thing turquoise and it was a little too lopsided and I wanted to have this back again. So I repoured this part right here, connected them back together. It does look very 3D now. And then I've taken these other parts and intertwined them back into the painting. This is like a true abstract painting. I'm not super happy about this portion yet. I haven't decided, but I do know my next step is actually going to be adding some crushed glass to this one. So I am rushing for the show, so I don't know that I'll be able to do the actual video on it, but I will show you the end result. All right, y'all, this is the final outcome. I'll walk you in, but I think I saved it. Now, inevitably, I know someone is going to say, oh, I liked it better before, and that is totally okay. That is up to you. But I will walk you in. So I put resin and then crushed glass on it, and in the light, it just glistens. I added that portion at the end. I showed you that. I added these like intertwining pieces to connect it all together. And I am just I'm pretty happy that I saved it. I have all the fluid art pieces to it. Oh, I almost fell. I've got this crushed glass. I am going to varnish the parts that aren't resined. Let me see if I can get some sparkle. So yeah. It looks really 3D now. All right, what do we think? I think I saved it, and I think it's really cool, like a statement piece. Composition, still maybe it's a little heavy on this side, but this part up here looks so 3D. All right, whew. I think when you'll be seeing this, I will be at Mardi Gras, so hopefully I'll be able to see some of you. But if not, thank you so much for watching. Happy painting. Bye.